1 minute. Hi guys, I am Allison Van Horn and I have been with Young Living for 7 years now. I have 3 kids. When I first got started, I had 2 under 2, and I have been using these oils and products on them for a really long time. So we wanted to come and do this Oily Underground. If you don't know, if you're new to this type of thing, it is just like us sharing some good stuff, sharing some information, sharing about the products that we've used, and then sharing some really cool tips about it that sometimes we can't say in different settings like online and in a voice. So this is really great that you have made the opportunity to come. I'm going to be sharing with Chelsea, Gray, that she will introduce, and we're just going to kind of go back and forth. We're going to keep it super low key and go from there. So the first part will be some information, then we'll share some products, and then I can't wait to hear some tips from you. And I may even highlight you if you don't speak up, because I know some of you have some awesome things that I have seen in your stories. All right, so without further ado, let's do this. So kids, we're going to talk about kids and immunity. If you know, you know, right? Kids get sick a lot sometimes when they go to school, daycare, they pick up all sorts of things from the playground. I mean, we try our best. So we all know that. So I don't want to highlight that and take up our time, but we did want to kind of talk about a couple of things to highlight regarding kids. Number one being the dilution rate. And again, if you have questions or concerns, or one second, Ben, questions or concerns, just go put them, not concerns. I mean, I guess if you do put them in there, but questions, you can just kind of put them in the chat box and we'll kind of pick and choose from there as well. So anyways, dilution rates are super important. It kind of stretches it out and kind of allows it, because our skin is really sensitive. So it's always important when you first start to use it, just kind of do like a spot test. When they're babies, I diluted a lot. And then as we kind of got used to it, and my third baby, I didn't dilute as much, to be honest, because I was comfortable with them, and some I still continue to dilute. But if you're nervous at all, go ahead and dilute. And you can dilute with a carrier oil, which can be like a vegetable oil, almond oil. There's like all sorts of them. We can list them in the comments. Pretty much anything will work. But ages, this is just a general chart, and I'll try to see if I can pop it in the chat thread, but ages 0 to 1, you want to put like 8 drops of carrier oil. So I usually just kind of put like a quarter size in there, and then 1 drop of essential oil, and then I smooth it on to wherever they go. And I like to put them on babies' feet. I like to put them on kids' feet, back of the spine, or their chest. Those are kind of like my go-to areas when I really need to get oils on kids. Even now that they're ages 6 to 9, I literally just chase them down and like wipe it up and down their spine, like I'm going to do right now with some sleepy ones. Ages 0, so age like 8 drops to 1 is the ratio for 0 to 1. 2 to 6, you can do 3 drops to 1. Ages 7 to 11, 1 drop to 1, 1 to 1. And then ages 12 and up, you can kind of like treat them as adults and kind of go from there. This is my lovely 6-year-old who should be in bed. Anyway, so that's the dilution rate. I'm going to pass it off to Chelsea. I know you miss Daddy. All right, I'm going to pass off to Chelsea, and I'll probably be right back. Thank you.
Hi. So my lovely assistant, my husband Joe, is plugging in my diffuser. So we have Allison and I decided we thought it was important to show you guys really quick a kid's diffuser. And the reason, thank you, lovely assistant. But the reason is, I'm going to be really honest. I think I have all the diffusers. Who are you joking? And like, I love them for different things. And if you're really, really, if you're really into oil and really just if you're a parent, there are some things we don't want our kids touching. And some of them, my favorite diffusers are is the Lustra, and it's glass. It's hand blown glass. It is gorgeous. Max would shatter that in 4 seconds. So I have that somewhere different, kind of just for common sense. So actually, we have 3 of these. This is Snowy the owl. And what you do, hold on 1 second. What you do is, this is the kids diffuser, and these were actually drop tested, which I think is a huge selling point. I remember at convention when they first came out with the Feather the Owl diffuser, which is the same thing. It's just colored different. I believe it was my boyfriend, Mike Booz, who Lord rest his soul, told us that they drop tested this and they did over and over. They did all these. And I'm like, that's genius. That is so genius, because we've had these diffusers for a very long time. We've had the feather one since it came out and the snowy one since it came out, and all three of them run beautifully. So there's a couple things that I like about them that are different. One, all you have to do is tap its foot. There's no water in mine, so it's blinking to tell me, yo, no water. But at the back, it has a sound machine. I don't know if you, so I'm turning up the volume. It has lots of sound settings. I believe that there's 4, and you just hit the button and it changes. So this is the one Max listens to every night, and it's just so helpful. So diffuser or not, it's a sound machine, it's a diffuser, it's a humidifier, and it's a light machine all in one. And I don't know if you know about red light, but red light therapy is really, really, really good for sleep. So I definitely recommend for your kids to have the red light therapy on. It's very, very good for sleep. There's research on it we'll get into later. But I think this is a must. Now I need to turn this on off. Hold on. And I think this is a must for when your kids are a certain age, because you don't have to worry about them really kind of messing with it. It lasts a very, very long time. The sound machine and the lights stay on if it runs out. So it goes for about 8 hours diffusing, but I don't want my baby to, after 8 hours, the sound machine goes off and he wakes up. Absolutely not. No dice. Also, if you are in a hurry or traveling or something like that, it's so easy because you just unplug the cord, wrap it up, put it in here, and you don't have to worry about it getting kind of messed up in transit because it's been drop tested so many times. So I think kind of any family needs this, but definitely families with kids. Allison, you're up. Boo-boo.
Sweet. Yeah, we love the feather diffuser. We've had it forever. We take it on trips to kind of put in the hotel room for like the noise, plus it's like easy to travel. So it is a fantastic one. And as I said in the comments, we have drop tested in my house and it works. So no worries, y'all. So the other thing we wanted to kind of highlight was that one of the things when our immunity drops, right, it's mostly sometimes mineral deficiency of some sort, sometimes. Magnesium is one of those huge ones that stick out a lot for kids. And I'll be honest, even adults, like nobody gets the magnesium they require to function, right? And just movement, activity, lack of water, just daily life just kind of takes a toll. So it's really important to get that magnesium. And there's lots of ways to do it, but one way that is super important, especially when you are not feeling great, when you're sick, is a detox bath. I don't know if you have ever done, has anyone ever done a detox bath? Go ahead and raise your hand or type in the comments if you're just kind of on with us. Detox baths are super important for kids and adults. I'll be even more honest. I am so good about doing them for my kids, but forget to do them for me. And I should really do it with a lot of stress oils, if we're going to be honest. But what they do is that you kind of put like Epsom salt, which has that magnesium effect to it. And then you can pair like your favorite essential oils for whatever you want to target. And that's kind of what we're going to go to next on, like pick some essential oils and like what you can use to target. And that's going to be the part that you guys are really going to want a pen and paper to. I can't wait to learn as well. But detox baths are great for immunity, sleep, really all sorts of regulation, behavior regulation, diet, digestion, all of the things. It's Epsom salt paired with essential oils. You can also put baking soda in it if you want it as well. If you can't do a bathtub, if you don't have a bathtub or you can't really, that's not your jam, go ahead and literally just do a foot detox bath. Just getting that magnesium into the bottom of your feet and your kids' bottom of the feet is going to be magical for you. Jen Gaskell shared a little tip on the last call, and we did it like that week because my kids were under the weather. We did a detox bath with, oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? It's like an herb. What did I use?
Cilantro.
And I was like, that's crazy talk, Jen. But we did it with a detox bath, and y'all, like this, it was magical. And so we did it with the magnesium supplement. And then we paired it with 1 drop of cilantro and a little baking soda, and it was perfection. So Epsom salt goes a long way. So if you are just not sure where to go, just do the magnesium, just do the Epsom salt, and just pour whatever you have. I mean, usually our body kind of tells you what you need. You can have your kids kind of pick it. Sometimes I blind have them blind pick because our bodies are crazy and it just knows what it needs sometimes. So if you have your oils out, literally just have your kids go up and be like, pick one. There'll be some really crazy things that you'll be like, that's strange. Trust it. Trust the process. Do it anyways, because it is magical. Am I allowed to share like oily underground things now? Because I really want to, because that was a great interlude.
I feel like most of this is not going to be shareable.
I'm going to go with it.
So go.
So I do that, right? Like I have them pick and choose. And one night my son was having all sorts of outbursts and I was like, pick an oil, pick an oil. We do a lot of emotional outbursts in my household. And he picked, it was winter and he picked, oh my gosh, I'm terrible with names, citronella. And I was like, that seems weird, buddy. That seems weird, but whatever, I'm going to put it in your diffuser. Went to bed like that, was a different child the next morning. I decided to look in my reference book and the releasing emotions pattern book. I'm pointing over here like y'all know what this is, but all my books are over there. And it is for balancing the emotions. It is, and that's what it does. So if you're like, oh my gosh, things are nuts, citronella, baby, and then tag me and then to share your story, because it was like so life changing that I like can't stop talking about how citronella changed her life in winter. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. So just have them, like, back to what I was talking about, have them like pick what they want to use and just use it. Like, don't ask questions. It'll be like literally the most expensive thing on earth. Just put a drop if you only want to, but they know, our bodies know what they need if you let them talk to you enough. That's like a little tip of the trade in physical therapy too. Your patient will tell you exactly what is wrong with them if you just let them talk enough. Same thing with the oils. If you let your body do the picking and not think too much,